Firstly, Cody, thank you for waiting. Same order, if you could put your hands up if you want to ask a question, please. Vinny, you can go first.
Yeah, sure. Cody, first of all, how does it feel to be playing your old club second time in the space of a year now?
Yeah, second time already. Yeah, always feels special. Obviously to play against PSV. Obviously grew up there, been there a long time, a lot of memories. So yeah, special.
Cody, obviously it was a great performance against Real Madrid, and it followed on the back of a resilient performance again against Aston Villa as well, a solid performance. Where has that resilience and solidity gone, do you feel, over the past few weeks?
Sorry again?
Yeah, where's that solidity that you've got, we saw against Madrid and the way you went about it? Where's that kind of solidity, that resilience, that kind of all-round team performance gone since then?
I don't know where it's gone, but yeah, I think we try to get back to that. Obviously, we know we are in a difficult position, but yeah, I think we have to stick together, and that's what we try to do on the pitch, outside of the pitch, mentally and performance-wise. So yeah, like I said, it's not been the best of streaks, but yeah, we have to fight through that as well, and we know that we are capable of doing that because we showed some good performances like that. But we have to keep going and fighting together to get more of those.
The boss also said the harder it gets, the more together we are. What are you saying to each other in the dressing room as well, as you just try and get things back together?
Yeah, the most important is that we stick together no matter what happens. But obviously, we're also demanding more from each other because yeah, we need to perform together as a team, because that's what we know, what we can do, what the club deserves, what the fans deserve, and that's what we are fighting for together. And yeah, we're just being honest to each other that some things really has to improve to get back to that.
So what do you feel then is still achievable? What would still be regarded as success this season?
No, we first look at the next game, and that's the one we have to win. And that from that moment on, we will look at the one after that. I think that's what we did last season as well. We approached every game game by game, and that's what we have to do now as well, even especially when we're in a moment like this.
Thank you.
Hi, Cody. Obviously, when you're at a club like Liverpool and you go through a patch like you're going through at the minute, there's a lot of talk, a lot of noise outside of the club. How difficult is it as players to block that out and try and not get bogged down by all of that?
Yeah, it can be difficult. Obviously, if you don't want to read anything or to get anything to your head, it's almost not possible these times with social media and whatever is going on online. But yeah, I think, like I said before, if we are together inside of the dressing room, I think this is the most important. We can get confidence out of each other, and yeah, like I said, we know that we have to do better, and if we stick together, that will be the end result, that we will do better.
Arne Slot.
Goedemiddag, Cody.
Cody, you're not really in the best form at the moment. You had that at PSV as well. You also had that. What's the biggest difference between keeping calm and when it's not going so well? And yeah, when you're here at Liverpool? Yeah, I think the way the club welcomes this, what it's like at this club, that's the difference. At PSV, we had a lot of problems and a lot of things came upon us. PSV is one of the biggest clubs in the Netherlands. So there's a lot with the club, the players, and it's no different here, but it's on a different level there. And that also brings a lot of things with it. But as I said, it's up to us to stay together, stick together, and get out of the situation. This was, of course, what can I say? It's all about self-confidence in what you can do. How is that with Slotty saying, I take responsibility for the results? How do you look at that as a player? If it's about self-confidence? No. I think that every player, if you win a lot of matches and everything goes well and everything's going your way, so you always feel better than when you lose matches. And when it doesn't go your way, I think we know how good we are. That we've let that be seen this season and definitely last season. So I don't think you can lay the blame there. It comes to our way. We just have to do much better, and we know that, and try every day to work at that. And the trainer, team's responsibility for that. But we, as players, also have a big responsibility to ourselves and to the manager, to the club, and to the fans. Because, like I said, we know what we can do. We've let it be seen, and this moment we're not letting it be seen, and we want to get back to that level. So, I definitely take responsibility for it. Yeah, the amount of matches that you played for Liverpool, and 109, 154 for Liverpool. What's the difference between Cody Gakpo with 2003 and Eindhoven and what you are now? Yeah, good question. Yeah, I think I've lots of experience, a lot of moments here. I've learned a lot here as a player, I've grown as a person. Off the pitch as well, of course. So there are lots of things that have happened. It's only helped me to be the player that I am now. So you've gone behind quite a lot this season, and you haven't known to turn around the match. You've lost so many matches. How do you explain that? How do you feel in that? Yeah, of course it's not good. I think that in those matches, I don't know how matches they were, that we did get back to level a match, but then we lost the matches in the last minutes. For example, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Man United. Perhaps another 1 or 2 matches, but on one side we've shown that we can fight back, but then we couldn't maintain it. So turn the match to in our way, we would have been able to do that. So we obviously know we have to improve that. So we have to not go behind, and then secondly, score more goals so that we can actually win the match. Does it play with your mind at a certain moment? I wouldn't really want to say that that's going to play in my mind, but when it happens a couple of times, that's why we train, and that's why we do our best every day to turn that around.
The left forward is your relationship with your left back, but also with the strikers. Obviously, there's new players this season in both of those positions.
Yeah.
How do you feel like those relationships are building? And have you found you've had to adapt your game slightly to compensate for these new players?
Obviously there's new players came in. I think every time when a new player comes in, it's a little bit of an adaptation or adjustment for everybody surrounding the player. Because we don't know how he moves, how he passes, when he passes, how he runs, how fast he runs. I think that's a process. But I think it's going well. But maybe it doesn't help if we don't really win the games. So I think if we would win every game, there would still be some improvement in the relationships, but nobody would speak about it. But now, because we don't win the games, this can be a topic. But I think we are working on that also on the training. We speak with each other. We try to develop that relationship to get to know each other. It has to come to a result that we really going to find each other in the games and score out of these situations or help each other. Apologize.
Cody, could you give an insight into what the feeling is in the dressing room at the moment? Is it anger? Was it embarrassment on Saturday after the result? Do you feel you're working hard enough as players and as a team? Well, what's the sort of feeling?
I think obviously after the game it was kind of an embarrassment because we lost 3-0 at home in front of our own fans, which is not good because we know that they are here to help us in every tough situation, but we have to give them something back as well. So that was not a good feeling, obviously. But I think the days after that, yeah, we were just, I don't want to say angry, but yeah, we try to speak together and really to be honest to each other what we have to do better to perform better on the pitch. But we know that we also have to stick together, and that's what we will try and do every game again, and to put in good performances and get wins.
Was that meeting when you spoke about it as players? Was that an honest meeting where you just said what needed to be said and pointed fingers maybe at each other? Because Virgil said that the players need, that everyone has to take responsibility.
Yeah, and I think everybody's aware of that. We have to take responsibility on the pitch and also off the pitch. So this is just a conversation you have with a teammate. It was not really a meeting, but yeah, we are aware of the fact that we have to take responsibility, that we have to do better certain things on the pitch. So that's what we spoke about, and obviously we are honest, because otherwise there's no point of speaking.
Cody, je bent er nu...
Cody, you came to Liverpool 2 years ago. Do you still speak with the lads from PSV? Do you still speak with the lads from the PSV squad? Obispo, I talk to him quite often. I spoke to Joey by chance today. So from time to time I speak to someone who I have a chat with. Maro Oak, all the lads who were there when I was there. I talk to them every now and again. And have you had any contact about what you expect from the matches? From the match? No, not about the match. I don't talk about this particular match. You know, just how it's going. You know, how they are. Have a little think, Cody. Yeah, I'm curious what you're going to say. What do you miss most about Eindhoven? My parents still live there, so I've had to think about that a long time, didn't I? Perhaps by the club or by PSV. What do you miss? You'd like more contact with? Yeah, I think there are quite a few people who in the club who work there when I was there. They're really good people. Yeah, I live with them. Can you summarise? It depends how they play. So I try to have a look at how they play. They do it well. So if they win in the Cup or by RZ, do you jump up and down on the table? Or if they scored in the Cup and they scored the hat-trick, that was a nice match. So I was really happy, yeah. It probably asks you quite a lot some other evening. It seems a bit strange for you, playing against PSV. How do you get that off your head? Yeah, it's strange. I wouldn't say it's just special, to be honest. If you look at 20 years ago, 10 years ago, you know, when I play for the club, when the whistle goes, well then, you know, that just disappears and you want to win the match. And that'll be the same thing tomorrow night. To success tomorrow. Cody, you said you played with Guus Til before. What surprised you so much about Guus Til that he's playing as a striker and normally he plays as number 6? What sort of role is he playing in this game? Because it's not really the position you play when you were there. Nothing really surprises me. Johan Cruijffschaal in the cup, he scored 3, so we know that you can score. And Mauro, at that time, he was a right winger, and now he's a midfielder. It doesn't really surprise me for both of them. Good players, got specific qualities, and yeah, I'm really happy that they do it well, and yeah, hopefully not tomorrow.